Well, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl SJ here, and today we're going to be doing a 30-day cake. And yes, I said 30 days. So if you don't have 30 days to start this process, you probably don't want to make this cake. I am going to create the starter. So if by chance you're one of those people and I give you the starter, then you'll be able to make your cake right away. But if you are like me and you don't have a starter, then you have to do this process. I had this when I was younger, and someone gave it to me. And I'm having a hard time finding anybody that has it. So I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta spend 30 days and make it. So you're in luck. I'm gonna be making this cake in 4 different videos. So here is the first part of it. Why ain't the time ran out yet? What the hell? I'm done talking. So I'm gonna be making my 30-day friendship cake. But I could not find this. I couldn't find a new one of these. And I already had stuff in it, so I had to find another container to put it in. So I am manually scooping it from one to the next one, just so I can use this container. When you make this 30-day friendship cake, you do not want to have to put something with a lid or an airtight container, because the fruit is fermenting and it could swell and so I'll be back later to show you how to make the 30-day friendship cake. Yeah, I could have got a funnel. This glass is heavy though. For real. I got baking soda. Baking soda. All that baking soda is not going to fit in here. And I knew that this was going to be the hardest thing to use to make my 30-day cake. I'm going to figure out. I'm going to use a clean something. First thing is you're going to need a big jar to put this in, because this is going to be fermented fruit. And you don't want something that has to screw in, because it'll hold the air in and it's fermented fruit, so it could, you don't want that to happen. So make something that, all right, these are hard to come by. I went looking for them, but I finally got one. Now you're gonna also need sugar. I'm gonna use 2.5 cups of sugar. I'm gonna use 2 cans of 15-ounce peaches. This is a choice. I'm gonna use a cup, almost a cup of apple flavored brandy. You will need a wooden spoon. Do not use anything but a wooden spoon. I'm gonna use scissors because I want this cut up. And I'm gonna start off with my gloves. All right, so remember, this is an optional item. You don't need to do this if you don't want to. I want a rich cake. I did about 3/4 of this cup. I've opened up my peaches. I'm gonna take my scissors. If you ever see those scissors that be on your cutting block, these are it. And this is what it's used for, it's for food. I'm gonna cut these up in pieces. Because when you make this cake, you'll have long pieces. I don't want long pieces. And I'm literally making it so you can follow along with me too for the 30 days. I'll be back in 10 more days to show you the next thing that we add. And you're gonna add the juice to the peaches. All right, so I poured the can out so that I wouldn't drop any more. You can keep them long if you want to, but I feel like when you get to the point where you're making the cake, you want a piece of peach in every piece. So be careful pouring it up. Thank God I got a wide mouth. So there we go. Now, what you want to do, your spoon. Only use a wooden spoon. All right, so now we're gonna add our sugar. Now, because I still have some of the liquor left in there, I have to pour it out in there. Because for some reason, somebody didn't put the, oh, there it is, the scoop in there. But there it is right there. All right, there's 1 cup. All right, so first of all, I need to take these off because all it's doing is making my sugar wet. There's your 2 cups. And you can use your 1/2 cup. I just happen to know how to do a 1/2 cup out of my cup. All right, so we're gonna do a 1/2 cup right here of sugar and stir. Wooden spoon. All right, and this is us getting started. Next, you're gonna go ahead and put the lid on. Stir this every day at least once. And I'll see you guys back in 10 more days. Sit it to the side. Sit it somewhere you're gonna remember so you can stir it every day. And this is all you need to get started, and I'll see you back in day 10.